Think about the last time you came home and closed the door behind you. You turned the deadbolt, felt the familiar click, and then you did something that most people would find unnecessary. You waited a beat, then you reached out and turned the handle again. Or maybe you walked away, only to find yourself returning 5 seconds later to check that lock one more time. To an outsider, this looks like a nervous habit, or perhaps a sign of overthinking. They might tell you to just relax, or suggest that you're being paranoid. But what if I told you that this habit isn't a sign of weakness? In the world of profound psychological insights, this double check is a silent signal that your brain is wired differently. It is a biological indicator of what we call traumatic intelligence. You aren't just locking a door, you are performing a ritual of Sentinel Resilience. While the rest of the world drifts through life with their guard down, you possess a high-resolution mind that is constantly scanning for the exit and mapping the variables of your environment. You are a sentinel, a guardian of your own peace, who has learned that the only way to truly enjoy a quiet mind is to solve the safety of the room first. Today, we're going to decode the hidden architecture behind your hyper-vigilance and show you why your need to check the lock twice is actually a sign of rare intelligence and elite-level emotional survival. Welcome to MindUnlockx. As we've discussed before, we don't do motivation, and we definitely don't do surface-level advice. Our mission is to provide a sanctuary for the deep thinkers, the introverts, and the rare minds who seek clarity in a noisy world. We look behind the curtain of your everyday habits to reveal the complex mechanics of human behavior. If you are someone who always locks the door twice, who scans the room for the exit before you sit down, or who stays hyper-aware of the people around you even when you seem to be at rest, you likely belong to a rare group of individuals who see everything but stay silent. You are likely someone who had to grow up too fast, or who was the black sheep of your family. You possess a unique portfolio of survival traits that make you unrecognizable to those who have never had to endure life silently. Today we are breaking down the 7 rare ways your Sentinel Brain Wiring acts as a high-intelligence survival mechanism. Let's unlock why your brain is wired to protect itself at all costs. The first trait we must understand is the origin of the Sentinel mind, traumatic intelligence. Society often views the effects of a difficult childhood, being the one who raised themselves or the one who had to survive alone, as a set of scars. But in the sanctuary of deep psychology, we see these as the building blocks of a rare kind of strength. If you grew up in an environment that was unpredictable, chaotic, or where you were the black sheep, your brain had to develop a hyperactive pattern recognition system to stay safe. This is why you lock the door twice. It isn't about the door. It's about the neural efficiency of your survival instincts. You learned early on that you are your own most reliable guardian. While other children were being taught to rely on others, you were learning the rare autonomy trait of self-protection. The Sentinel wiring means you are hyper-attuned to silent signals, the subtle shift in a room's energy, the change in a person's tone, or the way a door didn't quite latch right the first time. You aren't broken or anxious. You possess a high-drive brain that was forged in the fire of resilience. The second trait of the Sentinel is the ability to solve the environment. Think about why you check the lock. It's because until you are 100% certain that the environment is secure, a part of your brain stays active, scanning for threats. For a deep thinker, this background activity is a drain on your cognitive energy. By locking the door twice, you are effectively closing the loop on a safety variable. Once the environment is solved, your brain is finally free to redirect that massive amount of energy toward your internal world, your projects, your thoughts, or your unique portfolio career path. This is a sign of rare intelligence. You realize that you cannot achieve a quiet mind in a noisy or insecure world, so you proactively eliminate the variables. This makes you a goal-oriented walker in your own life. You don't just drift into a space, you master it before you settle in. The third trait is defensive resilience. There is a specific kind of strength found in people who have gone through too much. You likely possess a high mindset trait that allows you to remain always calm, even in arguments. Why? Because your brain has already simulated the worst-case scenario. When you lock the door twice, you are practicing a form of simulation intelligence. You are preparing for the what-if, so that you can exist in the what-is without being blindsided. This leads to radical autonomy. You have a low need for social mirrors to tell you that you're safe or okay. You don't need the group's permission to feel secure, because you have built your own fortress of emotional self-sufficiency. This is why you might be the person who prefers to choose a table for one, or who is comfortable walking away silently from toxic situations. You trust your own locks more than you trust other people's words. The fourth trait of the Sentinel is high-resolution pattern recognition. While the average person sees a door, you see a mechanism. While they see a room, you see a set of entry and exit points. This level of detail is a marker of a brain that is hyper-semantic. You find deep meaning and data in things others miss entirely. You are the one who sees everything but stays silent. Psychology suggests that people with rare minds, who often never post photos on social media or who stay at home, are actually busy decoding the mechanics of human behavior from a distance. Your need to double-check is a calibration of your internal patterns. You are ensuring that your internal map matches the external reality. This makes you society's biggest threat, because you are someone who cannot be easily manipulated. You see the hidden intentions and the script people are following, long before they realize it themselves. Fifth, we have the protection of the quiet mind. For an introvert or a deep thinker, the internal world is a sanctuary. That sanctuary is fragile. It can be easily disrupted by external noise, social pressure, unexpected interruptions, or the feeling of being unobserved. By practicing your Sentinel habits, you are building a physical and psychological buffer around your peace. You are practicing the 6 ways to protect your peace without cutting everyone off. You realize that once you realize nobody cares, you win. But until that moment, you have to be the one who cares about your own boundaries. You are the architect of your own silence. Locking the door twice is your way of telling the world, I am unavailable for your chaos. This allows you to avoid feeling drained by guests and gives you the space to be the polymath or the deep thinker you were meant to be. The 6th trait involves the M-shaped future. In an increasingly chaotic world, the ability to maintain focus and personal security is becoming a rare and valuable skill. The Sentinel mind is naturally built for a unique portfolio career path, because you are used to managing multiple variables and protecting your assets. Whether those assets are physical, digital, or intellectual, you have a strategic outcome focus. You don't just do things because they are normal. You do them because they achieve a result. Checking the lock twice achieves the result of mental certainty. This is a high IQ habit. While others might mock your weird habits, you are the one who stays calm when the world starts to fall apart. You have already solved the safety of your environment, so while they are panicking, you are already executing your next move. Finally, the 7th trait is radical independence. People who have had to survive alone or were raised without applause often develop a lone wolf mentality. You have learned that the only person you can truly trust to lock the door is you. This makes you unstoppable because you are not dependent on the validation or the protection of others. This is the rarest kind of strength. You have moved beyond the need for social mirrors. You are the director of your own story, and your Sentinel habits are the protocols of your own private nation-state. You possess a rare mindset that values root-cause truth over social performance. You aren't weird for checking the door. You are simply the only person in the room who truly understands the value of the peace you are protecting. So the next time you find yourself turning that handle one last time or scanning the room for the exit, don't apologize for your intensity. Realize that your Sentinel position is a sign of a high-functioning, neural-efficient intellect. You possess the metacognitive power to protect your own sanctuary. In a world that is often far too noisy to notice what is being lost, you aren't paranoid. You are elite. You are a guardian in a world of sleepers. If this description felt like it was written specifically for you, if you're a Sentinel who finally feels understood, let me know in the comments. Do you have other weird habits that help you find a quiet mind? If you're tired of surface-level advice and want to keep decoding the hidden psychology of your unique traits, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of deep thinkers here at MindUnlockx, where we find clarity in a noisy world. Thank you for watching, and keep your guard up. It's your greatest strength.